All right, what is up, everybody? Can you guys hear me all right? I think I can hear myself all right. Yeah. Welcome in, Jay. Thank you for being here. I'm a little bit late today, which is funny. Also, it's kind of nice. So, like, my setup, since we're just doing stuff on the desk today, I've got like friggin' 8 windows open on my computer screen. So, like, I've got the stream over here for the first time ever, and then I've got OBS, and I can like see everything and whatever. Yeah. So, this is going to be an interesting experiment of a stream. I'm gonna turn my volume down a little bit. I noticed my mic was clipping the other day, which I don't love, and I'm just gonna turn myself up a little bit there. Okay. Today for a drink, I'm drinking a Poppy. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. Look at that. Little wild berry Poppy. It's a pretty good drink. I don't know if you have those in the UK, but they're I think they're like prebiotic sodas, so they got like vinegar and stuff. Not sponsored yet, but maybe someday. One of these days, I think I'm gonna have enough drinks on the live stream to where like some drink company is gonna be like, yeah, I think that's the place to market. But all right, today, like I said, interesting day. We're not going to be doing stuff on the computer today. We are going to be playing around with a new toy that I got called the Ableton Move. So this thing's pretty cool. I can mess with the lighting, maybe. Actually, maybe let me do that here real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, how's that? That looks pretty good. Okay. Oh, wait. No, it doesn't. Wow, that looks so dark. Wait, did the stream freeze? Hello? Am I here? Let me double check. It's maybe messing with that froze stuff. Stream froze for me on my end. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. It is a little dark. Does that help? It's hard to get the balance of like the colors and stuff and like seeing everything. Let me mess with it maybe a little bit more. Okay, how's that? That looks better to me, I think. But okay. So, here's what we're doing today. Actually, we can take away, what is this one? Let's just, yeah, we'll leave it. Actually, no, we'll take it away because there's no point. Okay. So, this is the Ableton Move. It's a very cool device because I can literally just work on things from this. So, I'm going to kind of run you through the general gist of what's going on, and then we're just going to like mess with it and see like if we can create some fun stuff. So the idea here, it's got USB-C MIDI, so I can throw like a keyboard or something into it and control it with like a piano here if I wanted to, and the pads. Audio in, so I could run like a microphone into it. And then I've got audio out, which is running into my sound card, so hopefully that's going to sound good. This is the power button. And then basically what we got here, so we have these which will just adjust random parameters. Sorry, Poppy's getting to me. So these will adjust random parameters. We've got our little scroll wheel here which will help us navigate the menu on the screen. Back button, and then like there's just a bunch of like additional auxiliary buttons to help you do different things, and I'll kind of walk through those as we end up using them. And then from here over, this is what's called a step sequencer. So when you're doing like drums and things, what'll happen is you can like set, like if you wanted a kick drum on every downbeat, you could be like kick drum here, kick drum here, kick drum here, kick drum here, and then it'll just play like sequentially through the song. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll kind of show it to you. So this is kind of the overview. Each one of these is like a different song. So like these are all the demo tracks, and then I was kind of messing around with it here. But so if we like just tap one of these, we can go into what's called a set. So this is like an empty set right now. And then each one of these on the side here corresponds to a different instrument. So we have like two different ways of doing this. So basically you have either a drum rack, so you play samples, or you have like a synthesizer, so you're playing like an instrument. So we're gonna start with drums. So it's just gonna give us like a random drum kit. Let me make sure the volume's okay. So I'm gonna play this, and then you guys can tell me if how's the volume on that. And it might be a little weird because I'm talking and using the push on the same sound card, so hopefully it comes through alright. So basically how it works is you can have like a 16 by 16 grid of samples, and then it's yeah, so like you could put anything in here. So if you wanted to record like piano sounds and like have it play piano sounds, you could do that. And then this side over here, let's use this thing. So you've got this like kind of tom snare thing. This is just like playing that same thing. In that way. So it's pretty cool because, again, like you can just sample anything. It has an onboard microphone right here. I don't know that it's great, but it's good enough to like sample stuff in the wild, which is cool. So like go sample something and then like play it in here. And so this is what I was talking about with the step sequencer. So if we've got our kick drum here. If we want this to play every downbeat, see how these are lit up now? And you can kind of, you guys can maybe kind of see it, but this green dot is kind of going along. And now it's just playing consistently. And then if we wanted like a, now the clap's playing on every offbeat. Or every other beat. So what we're gonna do, and it might be a little bit of a slower stream today because of this, but we're gonna just kind of like go through and see if we can make something that sounds kind of like a Skycap song using the Ableton Move. So our first order of business is finding a drum kit. I think that's a good one. Okay, so now that we've got a drum kit, I'll show you guys we'll wait and do the drums later because that's usually how I do my songs anyway. So this is the synthesizer land. I actually don't know how to change this back to what it was. How do I do that? There's a way to have the whole thing. So right now it's showing so imagine this is like a keyboard, right? So you've got your like, say this is like a C, right? C, D, E, G, F, A, B, C, right? Something like that. But there is a way to get it to where it's like only in key. Maybe it's this. There we go. So if we want our key to be F major, which we can change that. So yeah, it's pretty cool because again, like everything can just be in key. that's my attempt at a Beethoven. So anyways, we're gonna take this blue one here, and we're gonna find. Now I have been messing around with this a little bit because I did get it on Sunday. I got it on Sunday, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to kind of dive into it. There's a lot of really cool functionality that I haven't even touched yet. But we're just gonna try this out. We're just gonna see what we can make, and let me know if I need to adjust volumes or anything. So over here, there's octave, so I can go octave up. Or I can go octave down. Actually, in thinking about this, so I don't really ever do like live instrumentation. I'm gonna actually like sequence the drums out, just so I have something to like play on top of. So this is the master volume knob, and I can like turn the volume up and down. Now if I hold this pad down, I can actually like change the volume of this individual sample. And then this is what I was talking about with these. I don't know how well you can see the screen here, but like this you can transpose. So if I wanted this to be and then you've got different things like where the sample starts. You've got like attack, hold, decay. There's like playback effects. So yeah, but anyways, so let's get our BPM here, which is this one. Tempo, let's set it to 128. And then if I press play, we're just gonna have a nice little kick drum going. How was I doing this? Let's see. Yes, if I press the flashy button and twisty the small knob, then things just happen. And then there's also things that we can do. So like, oops, let's get out of that. So in here, like you can do different effects. So like if we want the saturator, whoops. So we want this, and now like I can change the saturation level. Might be a little hard to hear, but anyways. Okay, so let's find a key that we want to work in. I am so used to working in like C major, but let's try something different just because it'll be easy. Let's go E major. Well, and the cool thing is too, again, I don't know how well you can see the screen, but they've got like Dorian, Mixolydian, Lydian, whole tone, half tone, minor blues. Like you've got so many different scales in here. So you can really just do anything. So we're just going to stick with something simple and do E major. So this button is really cool because I just played that and it will capture the clip and then just put it down. So now it needs some tweaking because this didn't exactly capture it how I wanted it to. But that's okay. So actually we need to go in here. We need to duplicate. We need to make the length longer. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Quantize. And this is where I'm still learning this thing because there's so many. There we go, loop length. So let's go 4 bars because that's kind of what we're working with. And then we'll go back to here. Oh, whoops. Okay, so then we need to duplicate. Is this where I, whoops. Can I copy this? And then maybe how do I paste? That's my question. So I need to like, I have a little guide here. Copy. Here, you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at here. Double loop. Maybe that's what we want. Oh, no, that is not what we want. Undo. Capture sampling loop mode. Mute, delete, copy, undo, redo, shift. You would think it would be in the like copy. That's very confusing. Okay, so anyways. We're just gonna do it the hard way. Whoops. Okay, so there we go. Now we've got a drum loop going. So the only thing that I don't love about the move so far is that like I'm a very big piano person. Like I use so much piano in a lot of my music, and I am very particular about the piano sounds that I use. And I think that this does like a sample-based piano. I don't think it actually has like a piano engine in it, like a VST or something else would. Something like I would use in FL Studio. And I haven't found a way to make these piano sounds like really nice. The reason why I think it's sample-based is because you can go in here and actually change the sample. And like, I just have not found a way to make it sound really nice. And I'm sure like I can probably tweak it and stuff, but That sounds better already, which is nice. Can I? I have not yet considered buying a grand piano and plugging it into the PC. I will consider that next time, though. Let's turn this back down a little bit. Okay, I don't love this key, so let's change it. Actually, I think we were in F minor earlier. Let's go G minor. So one of the other cool things, and I'm going to be doing this a lot, I think, just because this has so much cool stuff about it, which is a lot of the reason why I bought it. But so the cool thing is I can take whatever I make on here and then import it into Ableton on my PC, and then from there I can actually like move it into FL Studio or do whatever I want to with it. And at that point it'll just be like, it'll be good, you know. I can like make a full song out of it. So the gist of it, what I'm trying to say is like, I can make a song on here. Once I'm happy with how that works, then I can move it into Ableton on my computer, and then I can take like the MIDI files, the audio files, whatever, move it into FL Studio, and then finish out the song. So I'm a big fan of like trying to make music on the go, make like something portable, and having something like this instead of having to bring a laptop around or something and just have everything on here is great. So let's try and find an interesting pad or some sort of interesting synthesizer, because I think we can find something cool. Let's go. Yeah, so this one, for example, so on the last one, again, I don't know how well you guys can see this. So this one's called Condo, and there's only 3 icons on here. And when I filter between them, I can choose to do a different preset, or I can choose 2 of effects. Now with the piano, I didn't have that. I had like a sample that I could change. And so I think what they did with all of their like actual instruments, so like a piano, guitar, whatever, they just recorded that, stuck samples in there, and then have this as like a sampler based on those instruments. But with this one, this is actually like a synthesizer that is being played from inside of the device, which is really cool. That sounds great. Okay, I'm gonna redo that, and then I'll record it, and then I'll add it in. So. I'm gonna actually throw the metronome on just because, again, like, I don't play instruments, so I'm really bad at this. So. Okay. Okay, so for some reason it captured like okay, so that's pretty good. I wonder if we can quantize this more. Whoops. Okay, yeah, I guess that's all I can do. Okay, so we got that. Okay, so let's find a bass because that is gonna work really well with what we got. Okay, let's try that one. Nah, I don't love that. That's kind of fun. So if we go back to this. Okay, so it started. Oh, I didn't even realize there's an ad break going. Sorry, guys. For those of you watching on YouTube, if there is anybody, you guys don't have an ad break, so that's fun. But on Twitch, they do. So Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Yeah, you guys get to see my weird mouse hand moving around. Let's see. Treble Wolf, welcome in. Welcome in. Came right in the middle of an ad break, so I'm kind of taking a second. But yeah, we're messing around with this thing, which is really cool. But I'm gonna hold off while the ad's going. So, how's your day been? Anything interesting happening? Man, I can't believe 30 minutes of the stream has gone by already. I feel like I've been like taking on a lot of stuff at work, and I've been like multitasking a lot. So I feel like when I come home on days where I don't have like 15 or 20 minutes to just like sit and kind of decompress before the stream, my mind is still kind of like in work mode. So anyways, that's my rant for the day. My day was fine. It's getting really dark really early here. I don't know about where you live, but once daylight savings is over, it starts to get dark around like 4:30, which is crazy. So in December, it usually gets dark at like 4. So I don't love that, but like it's pitch black outside right now. But then in the summer, it'll stay light till like, I don't know, 10:30. So it's pretty wide variety there. But yeah, my day's been good. Nothing super interesting. But we get to play around with this guy, which is awesome. So ad break is done in 18 seconds. I showed this earlier, but today I'm drinking a wild berry poppy. I'm a pretty big fan of it. They have a number of other flavors too, but they're pretty good. They're prebiotic sodas, so I think they have some apple cider vinegar in them. But yeah, ingredients list is pretty good. They're just pretty solid drinks. So that's my my little drink plug for the day. All right, we're back. We've got more people in here, surprisingly. Okay, so just to catch everybody up, this is the Ableton Move. You can like play stuff on it. It's just a standalone like controller, which is really cool. The Fall Guy drink. So anyways, Gamer J cheered 50. Thank you so much. So we've got this drum thing going. I'm gonna turn off the metronome here, and then we got this little pluck thing playing with it, and then we can add like a piano sound if we wanted to. So it's literally as easy as that. Like I just play it out, I press this capture button, and it just records it for me. It's great. So now let's actually find like, that might be a fun one. I want a bass with like a little bit of character. Oh, that's a little. It's like a little bit mean sounding. Yeah, let's do that. I'm really bad with bass lines. Let's just pick a random one. You know, we could actually even, like, not use a bass. We could use something. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little uncharacteristic for me. We're gonna like entirely go back. So this is a cool thing with this. So actually, here's a good example for you guys. So you can see, like, I've got all these different drum clips, and like some of them are empty and stuff. But basically, you can sequence a song. So like each of these. So these are my drums. This is my piano, right? Actually, I think that one's empty. And then like this is that pluck thing. And if you're in this mode, you can actually like launch different things. So if I like wanted all three of them going, if I wanted to take the piano out, I could just take that out, which is really cool. And then you can change like different things in here. So if I wanted like the high end to completely drop out, if I wanted the... So anyways, super cool. But I really like that weird thing that we just found. Actually, I'll leave that. Let's throw it in here. So that was under brass. We're going to make something a little bit heavier. Which one was it? Okay, so let's actually delete that clip. Whoops. Okay, now let's find a... We almost need something like cinematic. Let's get the metronome going. Okay, let's I wonder if I can. Oh, that's cool. No, that's not it. Let's find Okay, I think I don't know that I love the drums, but let's go back so we can go here, right, and then just stop these. Nope. Well, let's see. This one is. Let's try something else. So yeah, I mean, we can literally go through. They've got so many different. What's a voice? This is not for a hockey intro, although it could be kind of cool. So here's another example. So like this is also a sampled instrument, and you can tell because like there's all these samples that you can go through. Gosh dang it. Okay, so now I think if we go back into the session mode, maybe I can, if I hold this down, does this, oh, track volume, there we go. And then if I'm in here, I can mess with the reverb. Okay, so let's just delete all of this. And then I actually want this to be like okay, so let's go back. We'll get these two going. Okay, so I can change this one. And let's go, I want this to be like a big clap. So let's find, it's probably alphabetical. go with one of these. That'll work, I think. Let's try a snare. There's probably like a nice big snare. I don't know if you guys saw I had posted a TikTok like this like a week ago. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, so I mean, like I said before, like there's parts of production that I really struggle with, and I think that's cool because this thing kind of brings out a lot of those things in a positive light. Like, I'm really bad at playing things live because I never grew up playing instruments. So this is really cool for me to be able to be like, oh, I'm just kind of fumbling my way around, like learning how to do that kind of stuff. And then, you know, like I was showing earlier, so this is like each one of these is like in the key of G, and then it's like these are all different octaves, but you can change it to chromatic. So this is like actually like representative of a keyboard, kind of like what you see up here. So yeah, it's like kind of cool because if I start learning music theory and stuff, like I could play things out of key intentionally, but for now, since I'm not good at actually playing things out, this is super helpful, which is awesome. But yeah, so yeah, anyways, that's kind of the gist of it. It's 6 o'clock, which is surprising. Like, I feel like this stream kind of flew by, so Thank you guys for like jumping in here, kind of watching me mess around with this. Like I said, this is a super cool tool. I'm very excited to have it. I'm planning. I mean, I know my plans usually fall through, unfortunately, but I'm planning to do a lot more. I kind of had posted a couple YouTube videos over the summer of me like making music out in cool places. And I realized that there was some like technical difficulties around that with like bringing a laptop and all sorts of things. Like I just was struggling with it. So yeah, this thing will help me do that better because I just need to bring this, which is super nice. So I can just bring one piece of equipment with me. I can kind of mess around with stuff in nature or wherever I'm at and kind of film it and like make something really cool. And then if I really like it, I can always bounce it up to the computer and like mess with it from there. So, but yeah, you guys are great. Thank you so much for jumping in here. Jay, thank you again for the 50. That was super kind of you with the cool little, was that like a snowman narwhal? That's awesome. So yeah, tons of samples. I mean, actually I'll jump back in here too. I don't know if you guys have seen this around. I think I brought it out at some point. So this is the Ableton Push, actually the Push 2, and this is like its younger brother, which is really cool. So I'm like kind of familiar with this and I want to do a lot more with this. But this is like controlling what's on my computer. This is just a standalone version of it. So, I mean, as you can see, it literally looks almost identical in some ways. You know, the knobs are the same. The pads are the same. So the texture and the feel and form factor is very similar. So, yeah, it'll be fun to really learn this well because it'll help me use the Push well. And then that way, once I start like taking my songs and making live versions of them and stuff, I should be able to use the Push to do some of that. I think I can also bounce my songs onto this and then use this to play them live, or kind of like, I want to try and do DJ sets with this too, which I think would be really fun. And I said this earlier, but like I can actually plug, like I've got small keyboards. Like I've got this little keyboard and I can actually like plug this into this and use it to, like I could control the move from this thing, which is really cool. So anyways, yeah, thanks again. You guys are the best. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night, and I will see you guys next week. Next week we will be starting on our first of hopefully many where I just make like an entire song on stream and then we'll release it once we're done with it. So yeah, tune in for that, and then we're gonna go for like, I'm gonna try and finish a song by the end of the year on stream. So the next like, what is that, 6 weeks, we'll just be making one song on stream, start to finish, everything. You guys will be able to kind of see the whole thing. So you guys are the best. Thank you for jumping in, and yeah, have a great night, have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys later. All right, peace.